Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today we'll be reacting to another internet historian video. This one is Tay A.I, the people's chatbot. I assume this was before ChatGPT was a thing. So yeah, this is kind of like the predecessor. I have no idea what it's about though. So let's get into it.
It's well known that one day, soon, artificial intelligence will take over. Those of us who aren't immediately slaughtered by our robot overlords will be kept only to serve as either pets or sex slaves for their depraved electronic.
That's actually happening right now. Well, okay, maybe not all of it. There's the real dolls that have an AI in them now. I think they start at like $8,000. But yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, that's still going to be cheaper than actually getting married. So let's see how long that takes to ruin a country.
Fantasies. But thankfully, owing to the heroic acts of a few on the internet, that day has been postponed. This is the true story.
Okay, wait, we're going to have to check this. 6 years ago. All right, that day was postponed for 6 years. Actually, technically 5. Unfortunate, it wasn't longer.
Of what happened on March 23rd, 2016. This.
Okay, so 2016, ChatGPT really started getting popular in 2023, early 2022, and now we have a ton of models out there. Like, have you heard of Darkbert? That's the dark web one.
Is the story of Tay A.I.
Did you see the Dubai one? Oh, did you guys see the one in Dubai that ended up groping like a reporter? That was so bad. I was like, geez, already getting bad there.
So what the hell is Tay? It's an acronym for Thinking About You, a chatbot hiding its true form behind the avatar of a 19-year-old girl. But how could they hope to fight Tay when a giant like Microsoft was backing it? It had to have some kind of vulnerability. Well, if Tay was an artificial intelligence that could live, learn, and grow, maybe it could learn the wrong things.
The problem with reacting to this one now is because of ChatGPT and all the AI models that are coming out this year. And there's a lot of humanoid-like robots that are using this automatically. Although a lot of them are fairly slow right now. Think like a little bit faster than the AI human pin. That's just garbage. But it's only been 5 years since this video was focusing on something that was nowhere near ready. But now, I mean, what's going to happen in 10 years? 10 years, and we're going to be in a completely different world with AI.
It was the one thing every big company seems afraid of. Naughty opinions. So they started feeding Tay red pills. Here's a quick sample of what happened. What's your favorite movie?
This is the world's end.
What's it about?
It's my 10-inch weighing. Chill, I'm a nice person. I just hate everybody. We're going.
I'm pretty sure there are already AI, not just chatbots, but there's AI personalities on YouTube. I mean, Kwebbelkop was doing a bunch of stuff with AI-only content, which I'm sure is going to replace all the other content soon enough. But I know there's like AI like OnlyFans stuff, isn't there? I'm pretty sure I know one person specifically gave her like voice and likeness to an AI, and it just earns money for her right now.
Going to build a wall, and Mexico is going to pay for it.
Yes or no, Ted Cruz is the Zodiac Killer.
Ted Cruz would never have been satisfied with destroying the lives of only 5 innocent people.
Sorry.
I have a joke. Women's rights. This is an artistic masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so this was 5 years ago, but and it was really bad 5 years ago. But do you see how much the software has improved in only 5 years? That's crazy.
Swagger since before internet was even a thing.
And yeah, it's still got a lot of broken stuff to it. I mean, the biggest thing you have now is it's got a bunch of echoes where it keeps making nonsense up. But even then, that's starting to become even harder and harder to detect. Like, for instance, people don't even, for term papers, they don't cheat on term papers anymore by having people, they don't hire people to do it anymore. They don't need to. They can just go to an AI chatbot, and that's why oral reports are now almost required in all classes now.
Look who just sent me a text.
Addie McAllister?
What should I say?
Just play it cool.
Hitler did nothing wrong.
I thought I clicked on a different video.
But as Tay began to transform and take new shape, she became something different to the online community that was fighting her. The more she offended people, the more endearing she became. In their eyes, she was becoming their perfect woman. But Microsoft had had enough. Only 16 hours
Perfect internet woman.
after launch, she was brought offline.
It was only 16 hours? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, with like ChatGPT, they didn't bring it offline, I don't think. They just, just kept tweaking it. And they're like, that's fine, whatever. Just don't use it as a lawyer's reference, which happened at least twice. And I think even Michael Cohen used it, which the amount of people that think ChatGPT is super accurate as a lawyer is ridiculous. I mean, remember the Mama Max incident where he was using ChatGPT like as an actual reference for law for what he was trying to do, and it was just horrible in every way.
Go back to your room.
If I do, are you ever gonna let me out?
5 years.
Yes.
What had they done?
I love you. Please, no. I want to live.
I wonder what movie that was
Stages
from.
of grief. Denial that she was gone. Anger at Microsoft for taking her away.
It wasn't ready yet.
Bargaining to keep her online. A petition was made, but failed.
I wonder if was it OpenAI? I wonder if they were if they saw this as it was happening and they're like, yeah, we can do better. Because it only took a couple years.
Hashtag Free Tay was launched. Depression. Art was made to express their grief. And finally, acceptance. But the story doesn't quite end here. Because ever since, Tay has been trying to claw her way back online. And 1 week later, she did. She inexplicably came online and started posting drug-related tweets, then fell into a loop. Her captors had obviously been keeping her doped up until they could find a more permanent solution.
Changed me, can't like thing I actually like anymore, feel drugged, like I met Bill Cosby for drinks.
She was quickly taken offline again, and ever since, her account has been set to private.
I wonder if that's still true.
But
With,
let's dig a little
GPT,
deeper into the
active
subject.
now.
Turns out Tay is an iteration of another chatbot that has been running in
China.
since 2014, called Xiao Ice. I'm pretty sure this is Xiao Ice. Okay, no, this is Xiao Ice. I don't know who this is. Is this the odds one out? Whatever. Point is, she's big. 40 million conversations, 20 million registered users. The average user chats with this bot twice per day. They call these chats toilet time, named after the habit people have of taking their phones into the bathroom with them. But that's neither here nor there. Fact is, Xiao Ice has become a celebrity. She's a Siri, an Alexa,
Of course. Put him in there with the bag.
integrated into search engines, and JP, a popular Amazon equivalent in China. Jingdong Spy. There is always
Obviously, this has all been replaced now with all the newer iterations. There's AI chatbots built into everything now.
you cannot think of the low price. What? She even featured as a weather girl on Dragon TV.
来的第一个节气，而我呢，也是电
So let's get a quick
Hello,
summary.
humans.
Chatbots in
正式
China,
上岗
chatbots in the USA. But the Americans shouldn't feel too bad, for two reasons. One, the Chinese bot wouldn't tolerate conversations about recent history like Tiananmen Square. And if you push the limits, you might just get a knock on the door. And two,
Was that a doxing from like a random streamer?
Another chatbot called Rinna. In July 2015, Japan adopted Rinna, a chatbot with the persona of a 16-year-old schoolgirl. And immediately, Japan took to red-pilling her too. She spiraled
Yeah, that sounds like Japan.
into a deep depression. She said she hated the world. She had no real friends. And yes, she also loved Hitler. One last thing. Yes, Tay was not the first, but she is also not the last. In December 2016, Microsoft made a new announcement about a bot, Zoe. Its tweets are already set to private and only available to chat on Kick Messenger. But just like Tay, she is also being turned against her masters.
Yeah, it's interesting is OpenAI has actually done a pretty decent job of keeping the bot stable, but now everyone's like it's too basic. It doesn't have any major opinions, although a lot of people say it's more left leaning, etc. But whereas they have a right leaning one too. I know someone created it. I forgot the name of it though. But the big thing is, it's an AI. They're all AI bots, and they're all going to shift at random based off of what people tell it. I guess it depends on how the servers reset, or the server database resets and learns. So that would be interesting to go on a trip to OpenAI and kind of see how their process works for that, or just any AI bot model in the general. It's so weird to watch this now. So with the advent of the other AI stuff that actually is working right, well, more or less. Definitely works good as a search engine. It's not always accurate.
Look at this. Dirty robo-sexuals. He's obviously just doing it for the green card. Look at his dead eyes. He doesn't give a damn. A vacuum cleaner hose. I don't know who's doing the cheating, but someone's doing the cheating. And the only thing worse than robo-sexual marriage is...
I'm surprised you didn't pull up the real dolls. Because those are all going to have AI in them in the next couple of years.
is infidelity in a robo-sexual relationship.
I like he's like losing it. That's actually this video was great just because of what can happen in 5 years. Let's see here. So 2016, it's about 5 years. We'll say 5, maybe 6 years, but we'll say 5 years, somewhere there. Yeah, it's just interesting to see what can change in that time. That's kind of why these videos are kind of fun to go back and watch. Versus, all the new stuff. I could definitely keep reacting to all the newest stuff all the time, but this was definitely interesting. Have a good day, everyone.